Emergency Medicine, Dr. Chip Jin, President, Taiwan Society of Emergency Medicine, Taiwan, and also Dr. Axel Siu, President of Hong Kong College of Emergency Medicine. Let's give a round of applause for them.
Let me start. First of all, I'd like to congratulate all the speakers today. They actually share a lot of very important information in terms of the conditions of the access block, both in Taiwan and also in Hong Kong, and also the second part will be the MCI's management and situations in the two regions. And actually, I can say something about the MCI management in Hong Kong because part of my job is working with the Fire Services Department. Well, actually, this is not. We will try to learn a lot from a lot of past experience in terms because we Hong Kong, although not like Taiwan, we don't have much experience on the natural disaster, except probably the most important will be Sanzhou, the ultra typhoon that we encountered last year. But most of the time, what we encounter will be most of them will be industrial accidents and also traffic accidents. And our paramedics in Hong Kong actually we have trained. They trained to tackle quite a number of the incidents before. But the most important thing is the communications. The communication between FSD and also the hospital authority duty officer. Because we, in the past experience, sometimes if there's any gap in between the communication, usually we will result in some hiccup or management that may not be up to the what we expect. So we still find a way to make sure that the communications will be much better, especially in terms of the number of the casualties, the numbers or the severity. So we hope there will be some form of the technology can help, especially the electronic tax system, so that we can make sure that we know about the number of patients and the severity, and also we know where we send the patients. Probably I think technology can help us to improve our MCI management in Hong Kong. So time is running, so I need to pass the mic to us.
Okay, I was just talking a little bit about the SS block. Because the SS block actually is not 2 or 3 years or 4 or 5 years, it's almost 20 years or 30 years. The most famous hospital, the biggest hospital is always SS block, because people believe that they can be treated and they can get better care in the big hospital. So no matter how you do your access, how you transfer, the patients still come in. So for the Prince of Wales, you have very good clearance rate. But if your hospital is still the best one in Hong Kong, then your patient will come back soon, very soon. that will be soon. So I think the focus on transfer patient, the access point is focused on the category most critical. You clear the ICU, you clear the needed patient. For those of the patient, I saw that you have very good system of emergency medicine ward that you can take care of this kind of patient. But in the future, maybe we should, just like this morning I'm saying, you should try to divert this kind of patient back to their home, because there are more hospital nosocomial infection or whatever, and our staff could be more concentrated on the acute and critical patients. So we have suggested to Taiwan government that if in the new KPI we are not focusing on the general stay of the emergency, we are focusing on the category 1 or 2, and those who need the ICU, and those who can transfer the patient from ICU quicker. I think there should be some incentive for our staff. Okay.
Thank you very much for all the presentation. I'm not going to talk about the SS block or the mass casualty management, but I just want to talk about this network thing. I think, first of all, I would like to thank all of the speakers and also our friends in Taiwan, because I think this network is very important to bring up the trainee, the young fellow, and also to bring different people together, because we are emergency physician. And I can see a lot of passion in all of you. And actually, initially, when we first started this, I get to know Ging Hang in a conference. And we didn't know each other, but I was presented and he sent me some Facebook message. And then I think one of the things important is we need to have trust in each other. No, but and then we get connected. And thank you again very much for coming to Hong Kong in this difficult time. I do hope that in the future we can keep expanding this network and have more friendship, more passion, and more trust. This is very important. And thank you again for all the trainees, all the young fellows, all the fellows attending this workshop. Thank you very much.
I'm not going to talk about the ET crowding or the disaster management. Anyway, I also want to comment on this kind of platform. Actually, I went to the Taiwan annual conference in June, and at that time, we also had a similar forum. They called it a debate on different topics. One of the topics I could still remember, that was on the burnout syndrome. So after returning to Hong Kong, actually, that I call this the debate a wonderful debate. So, because by looking at how different doctors in different geography face the same problem, we have different solution and different perception. Take for example, for the burnout syndrome, whether having a drink afterward will help or will get things worse.
Yeah.
Very different perspective from Hong Kong and in the Taiwan perspective. So after returning to Hong Kong, actually in the newsletter just published, I think this month, I wrote a message from the president is burnout syndrome. That was a recollection of the messages and also different perspectives from different localities, Hong Kong and Taiwan. Actually, I think this kind of discussion and presentation could stir up and actually could speed up development of emergency medicine. And I also congratulate the organizers for organizing this forum, and I hope this could bring us further into more deeper understanding and working out solutions for the betterment of our people. Thank you very much.
So sorry to have kept you from lunch. I hope that everyone has enjoyed this forum and have learned a lot. So thank you everyone for coming. Thank you our speakers for preparing for the for the presentation. So let's have a group photo first.
We go back to